Next, we have Beenish Aslam. She's a lecturer at Khatoon-e-Pakistan Government Degree College of Women, Karachi. Is Ms. Beenish Aslam with us?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Ms. Beenish, yes, Beenish.
Yes.
May you turn on your? May I ask you to turn on your video, please, kindly?
We would like to excuse for the video at the moment, please, if you don't mind. I hope it's not an issue.
Okay.
And because we're running out of time, as we just noticed, I'd like Ms. Naheed to introduce our research presentation right away. And because she'll be giving the introductions and I'll be following her
Right,
later.
she's doing it. So yes, please go ahead.
Yes,
And
okay.
I hand it over to you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Now you and Dr. Naheed will coordinate. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
calling
much.
me, Doctor. I wish to be that soon, inshallah. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Beenish. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I would like to say a very assalamu alaikum, and I want to thank first All Pakistan Online Education Summit 2020 for giving me this opportunity. I'm Naheed Ishfaq, and I, along with my three other authors, Beenish, Aslam, Faiza Abid, and Rida Sarfaraz, our slides have gone actually. Should I do the screen share? Okay, so they're back. So, along with my three authors, I am here today. I will be presenting the first half, and Beenish will contribute with the discussion. But we, four of us, are very much here for any questions and answers. Can we move on, please? All right. So, the topic of our presentation and our paper is learners' attitude towards e-learning during COVID-19. Electronic learning is evolving as a prominent way to carry out teaching, and this is the only possible solution which is available right now because we cannot cut off the link between education and students. So for this, the aim of the study was to look for the attitude of undergraduate students of a private university towards adaptation of e-learning. A written questionnaire has been used in order to conduct the research. We took a sample size of 155 students from a private university, which is, and we have tried to explore the question and the data we got from it, which will be discussed by Beenish. We use two theories. One is constructivism and next is connectivism. And we use these both theories and the answers in order to draw the conclusions, different conclusions. Learners have different opinions and attitude towards this modern process of learning. This is what we found out as well. We also found out that teachers play a key role in educational settings, and their perception and ability to use e-learning can also affect learners' attitude towards e-learning. We also had a limitation. First one that we started doing it just when the conference was announced. So time constraint was the first main issue, but we have tried our best. I'm just moving on to as I feel that we're running short of time, so I'm just moving on to the basic core and things which needs to be discussed. Our research question was, what is the attitude of undergraduate learners towards e-learning during COVID-19? The methodology, which is one of the most important part, the sample size of 155 was used, and we run an electronic questionnaire through Google to all the students to take their take on this. We use two theories, constructivism and connectivism. Why two theories? The theory of constructivism talks about the prior knowledge of the students, that how it is helpful for them in order to understand new things. So again, this research and even COVID-19, when we're studying, they're using their prior knowledge in order to make sense of what they want to learn in advance. And now connectivism is a theory which is a learning theory which talks about that how technology has helped people in order to learn. Population size was, we had 65.2% of females and we had 38.4% of males. 99.4 respondents were from the age group of 18 to 25 years. These respondents were from various departments and disciplines, largely from the fourth semester. And now I'm handing over to Beenish for her part, as she will be discussing the crucial part of the paper, discussion of the results and conclusion. Over to you, Beenish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naheed. Yes, our research was actually, we used a questionnaire which was based on 30 questions, and this questionnaire helped to reveal the attitude and opinion that e-learners had towards e-learning. We have divided our discussion thematically on these points, as you can, different aspects, that accessibility for learners, whether it was an economical for learners or not, how was the interaction, opportunities for them. So I'm just going to start with the accessibility. If you see, um, to begin with this, yes, the accessibility part. If you see, this question was asked whether they had a personal laptop or a computer with them or not, and a huge population did not have their own laptops, which is which was obviously not expected by the students. 74 learners, percent of the learners, they did have an access to computers or laptops. So we see that, and all this 3% of the population, they gave us a deeper insight into what were their issues. Like, for example, some of them said that we were using our siblings' laptops. Some said that we had to juggle with the mobile and the PC, and we did not have access to internet. So there was this major concern as far as accessibility is concerned for e-learning tools. I would like to move on to the next aspect which we explored, and that is whether e-learning was an economical option for the students or not. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Yes, further on, yes, this part. If you see, that 38% of the respondents, they found it economical, but there was again a large number of population, that is 34% of the respondents, they found it very hard on their pockets. Um, as far as being an expensive technical support, can we move on to the next slide, please? Yes, whether it was an expensive yeah, this one. So it was pretty expensive for them and hard on their pockets, because 55% of them found it to be a burden on their pockets. It's a large majority which says this, whereas 26% of the respondents remain neutral, and a minority said that that is 15% of them, they agreed with the notion of e-learning being inexpensive. So yes, it was pretty expensive. I'm going to move on to the interaction opportunities that
Hi,
e-learning.
Binesh.
Yes,
This is Ali
yes,
again.
yes, 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 Ali. Hello.
I feel like the worst person in the world because I'm coming in
No,
and you
that's
guys are
okay.
doing interesting
That is
research.
completely all right. I can understand, and I'm also trying to run because.
If we can go, let's put it this way: if we can go more towards the conclusions and recommendations, that would be the best thing.
Yes, yes. I'll just wrap it up again. As far as e-learning providing ample opportunities in terms of interaction, yes, it did provide them. They did not have issues as far as asking questions and receiving feedback was concerned from their teachers. And in this time of the pandemic, 52% of the respondents, they found e-learning as the best option available, but again they were not happy with it. And if we move on to the conclusion, which we are already, we would before the conclusion, I would also like to mention here that they did find that the teachers were very supportive. Their home environment, their family was very supportive in all of that, in all of this situation that was pretty unexpected and that was not foreseen for them. As far as the conclusion is concerned, the result of the research was pretty unexpected for us researchers, since we thought that learners would enjoy and welcome this new shift. After all, learning would provide them that opportunity, but our research was totally unexpected. Overall, this
Okay.
new shift in the education mode of learning from traditional classroom learning to e-learning had a very unexpected impact on the learners. Most of them,
Okay.
like at least 40%, 41% of the respondents, they do find social networks a source of fun and enjoyment, and they do agree that e-learning is a very innovative concept. Yet a majority of learners did not enjoy using laptops or computers, that is around 38% of them, and they did get frustrated while taking online classes, that is around
Right.
63% of the respondents, they found it very frustrating.